Good morning, Sean here. Time for the Revelstoke Mayor Report with Mayor Gary Sulz. Good morning, Gary. So we've got a couple of questions here. We had a chat last week, and you were going to do a bit of homework and come back.
Yep.
Let's dive into that.
We'll talk about BC Housing first, Columbia Gardens. So they've got 28 newly renovated units in Phase 1 that have just been completed. They should have handed over the keys or will be handing over the keys soon to the operations people, and people will be moved over there. There's still 45 units left to renovate in Columbia Gardens, and I don't have a timeline as to when that will be completed. In River's Edge, they've completed 14 units. Those units were handed over to operations in January, and 9 more units in Phase 2, and that should be done by the end of March. So that's 23 new units. All of the asbestos abatement's been done in that building. Now 21 units that need to be renovated, so the people that are in those will be moved over to new units, and then they'll start working on those. BC Housing staff has met with them this week, and we're looking for an update. We're hoping to get some more comments for us here on the radio show probably next week. Our staff are meeting again in March, and then on for every 3 weeks. Then they're going back to the community with their preferred scenario and kind of go forward with that. So that's kind of the BC Housing front right now. And then we had questions on fertilizer and whatnot for the new golf course. Development application that's been put forward for the golf course includes a pesticide and environmental management plan, which they need to adhere to according to provincial and federal legislation. So definitely those things will be monitored as we move forward to make sure that there's a plan, the plan's adhered to, and that there's no runoff into the water.
I'm guessing, approved by an environmental study indicating that what they've got planned so far is good, and they'll just keep monitoring and making sure it stays that way.
Exactly.
Excellent. And there was a news article out in the week about DCC fees at 3%, if I'm not mistaken. And so I'm just kind of curious, just to break down that percentage, where would that kind of be allocated?
So those will go to DCC projects. So if those fees go forward, it's kind of at the CPI rate, because we did kind of a formal study back in 2018 regarding DCCs. We're allowed to go CPI per year. We were able to bring this up and bring it up to a little over 3%, 4%, somewhere in that range. So some DCC projects, potentially new Willow Silhouette Bridge, roundabouts, those sorts of things are what those projects funds go to. And I don't have a list of what the DCC projects are at present time. As we move this forward, I can give a list to the community as to what we're seeing this funds go to.
Okay.
And so basically any new construction that's being built will have a DCC fee to it, and that will go to things, the amenities that we need in the community.
For my own personal curiosity, if you have a house and you're renovating it, like doing like a really big reno, kind of like down to the studs type of thing, is there DCC fees for like a full tilt reno?
If it's over $100,000 in cost for renos, yes, there is. If it's under, no, there is not.
Oh, so basically, yeah, I can't imagine many renos, like full tilt renos, cost less than $100,000.
Yep.
Okay, but those DCC fees would be based on the size of the project, I imagine. So like someone doing a renovation on a house, their DCC fees would be different than, like a whole plaza or something.
Yeah, so I think fees are appropriate for residential housing, depending on the house. And then when we get into commercial projects, it's based on, I believe, the value of the project, whatever it is that's being moved forward. 4%, 3% is pretty minimal. It will be something that building community can live with, or so we've heard so far. So we may need to have more fees in the future. There's no doubt about that. But at this point in time, this is what we're able to bring forward.
Okay. Is there anything else that's going on that you think we should know?
Yeah, I just want to talk a little bit about the new engagement software. It's called Bang the Table. If you go to talkrevelstoke.ca, people can engage with the projects that are on the go there. So the OCP, Johnson Heights neighborhood plan, and there'll be other new projects coming forward. People can register at that website and then be able to make comments and give their concerns, and staff will be able to receive those and communicate back. So it's a great engagement process. It's another new way of engaging with the community, and we're looking forward to see how that rolls out.
Excellent. And just a shout out to Dawn Lowe, because I think we should recognize she's the first female CAO in Revelstoke's history, as it was noted this week.
Yeah, absolutely. Wonderful. We appreciate Dawn, and are very happy with the job that she's doing, and kudos to her. She's worked hard to get where she is, and we definitely appreciate her.
Awesome. Thanks, Gary.
All right. Thanks, Sean. Take care.